Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. There hasn't been much talk about the only known omniscient character in Dragon Ball, so I thought I would change that, as in a recent video I explored Zalama, the Omnipotent creator. I thought the next logical step was to talk of another very unique character in the Dragon Ball Multiverse, a being that has said to know everything. This omniscient being is just as mysterious as Zalama himself. His name is Zuno. This puzzling character made a brief appearance early in the series, as he was instrumental in helping Bulma learn of everything about the Super Dragon Balls. Jaco told Bulma before they set out to gather information on their existence that Zuno knows anything. He can even tell the design of the underpants of someone he's never met. However, is Zuno really omniscient? Does he know anything and everything there is about the multiverse? Let's dive into the topic that explores Zuno's almost mystical powers to answer any question at will. Zuno, the Omniscient One, a source of unimaginable secrets. When Bulma and Jaco first arrive on Zuno's homeworld, they learn quickly that he has a straightforward, logical approach to answering any question that you ask. After offering a tribute to Lord Zeno, which is by giving him a kiss on the cheek, you are granted access to a question. Depending on his taste of who is giving him tribute, he will then give you multiple questions. Jaco, being a male, got one, and to prove how knowledgeable Lord Zeno is, he asks how large are Bulma's breasts. Without any emotion, he provides an exact answer of 83.4 centimeters. It used to be 87 centimeters, but they shrunk and sagged. Jaco, showing excitement of the great Zuno's abilities, forgets who he is dealing with, and an annoyed Bulma approaches him to pay tribute. After doing so, she was only granted 3 questions since she is older and not his type. She asked, "What? But I'm so beautiful, I only get 2 more questions than a man?" Zuno replied correct, and thus 1 question was marked as being answered. So now she only has 2 questions left. I love this idea of you have to be careful of what you ask for while in Zuno's presence. He will take everything literally and logically answer without care or emotion. An important takeaway from Jaco's question, even though it was petty, is that Zuno knows all that there was. He doesn't just know current events, but everything that has ever happened. He knows exactly how big Bulma's breasts are now, but also how big they were. He can look through history, if you will, like Whis and Vados did with the power of their staff, to see what happened to Earth of Universe 6, where they discovered that it was destroyed by a war. If you ask Zuno what happened to the Earth of Universe 6, he would be able to recite any detail that happened about that war immediately. He literally knows all there is and ever was inside that giant head of his. No staff required. We did get another demonstration of Zuno's great knowledge, and it seemed even more impressive this time as Zamasu from Universe 10 visited his planet to seek information on the Super Dragon Balls. Since he is a Kai and really only in love with himself, it's doubtful that he made a tribute to Zuno and kissed him. However, Zamasu actually grew impatient with the irrelevant information and threatened Zuno's life. He just wants to know how to use these orbs. While Zuno is all-knowing, he doesn't possess much battle power, so he quickly got to the point and gave Zamasu the proper information on how to summon the dragon, but actually didn't like Zamasu inquiring about where the location of the Super Dragon Balls were, and said that's enough questions. Except he is defenseless against someone of his power and was threatened again. Zuno nervously states that they were just used recently and tells Zamasu he must be patient and wait 1 year. This is extremely impressive, as basically everything and anything you do in the multiverse, this omniscient being will know about it. Then after learning he must wait, Zamasu asks their exact location and to tell him about the man named Son Goku. What's funny is Zuno could tell you more about Goku than Goku knows about himself, his parents, the Saiyan origins, and the source of their incredible powers, which is why eventually Zamasu decided to steal Goku's body with the Super Dragon Balls. Now, when we look at this character Zuno, I have to ask the question, will we be seeing him utilized again in the show by our heroes or another enemy? Think about it, this guy can answer any question. He has access to the multiverse's deepest and darkest secrets. You could ask him, how do you become the most powerful fighter in the universe, and Zuno would give you an answer. He could tell you what other objects of incredible power there are out there to be attained besides the Dragon Balls. You could ask, tell me everything you know about the angels, and Zuno would be able to rattle off an answer of everything there is to know about them. Any question we have, Zuno is our guy. He basically is a god in a sense. Anything you can think of, Zuno has the answer. he is all-knowing. Right now in the manga, with how powerful and frightening Moro has become, if you were to visit Zuno, you could ask him, does Moro have any weaknesses, or what is the best way to defeat him? When you run out of ideas, this is who you want to visit. In a way, he is as beneficial as using a wish from the Super Dragon Balls, since he has incredible secrets and unmatched knowledge of anything there is. Now I have called Zuno the Omniscient One, but really, is he? Not that Dragon Ball Wiki is always accurate, but it does say he has nigh omniscience. So how could Zuno be flawed in his knowledge, or is there some sort of limit to it? Well, if you were to ask Zuno what outfit will Bulma wear tomorrow, he might not be able to give you an answer with 100% certainty. He knows of every outfit Bulma has ever worn, what her favorite is, and can make a better prediction than anyone on what she will wear tomorrow, but he still might not be able to see past choice. Zuno's world is based on logic of all there is and was. I call this the Matrix Oracle factor, where the Oracle knows what Neo would do, such as stand or sit, but can't see the future of important decisions that Neo hasn't made yet. As we know, it was up to Neo to make a decision to be the one. The Oracle knew he had the gift to be the one, but didn't know if he would choose to do so. Zuno knew that Jaco and Bulma arrived on his planet, but it's likely he doesn't know their questions. The same could be said for Zamasu, as Zuno knew that he would come to him for information, but not that he would be a threat to his life. If he was able to see the future of choice, that Zamasu would threaten him, he could have left his world before the event happened. Now this is speculation of how Zuno could only have nigh omniscience, where he knows anything that has ever happened and has a great idea of future events in real time throughout the multiverse, but he can't see past choices that haven't been made yet. Next to Zalama, who created the Super Dragon Balls, I think Zuno is one of the most impressive beings in the multiverse. He knows of anything happening anywhere instantly as it happens. So because of that, I will call him the Omniscient One, and whether he can actually see into the future and know all possible outcomes remains to be seen. It has to make you wonder though, what is really Zuno's purpose? When I was doing a Google search on the meaning of his name and its origins, I got an answer that seemed fitting. It says that the name Zuno is of unknown origin and means weapon of God. This seems pretty accurate, as knowledge really is the ultimate weapon. Maybe Zalama is the omnipotent one, the creator of all life, and Zuno was created to be this omniscient being that knows everything in the multiverse. Zalama, the power of God, and Zuno, the weapon of God. We need to get these two together. Now, one very interesting fact that I didn't think of when watching the show initially is that I was looking at Zuno as someone more or less in the position of a Kai. He has his own homeworld and thought there might be a Zuno-type being in other universes, but that isn't the case. Maybe it's because his homeworld is near Earth I overlooked it and it made it seem less special. However, there is only one of these omniscient beings in the multiverse, and his home is tucked neatly near Earth in Universe 7. This is why Zamasu from Universe 10 had to go to Universe 7 to see him. Then after the encounter, Zuno warned Shin of the odd visit he had with him. He told Shin that Zamasu came and asked him about the Super Dragon Balls and Son Goku. Just makes us realize how important Universe 6 and 7 are. Not only were they selected to hold the Super Dragon Balls, but Universe 7 is the home to an all-knowing being as well. All I know is I would be seeking an appointment with Zuno. He has every secret that was ever told. If you want to take over the multiverse, this is the guy that has the answer you need. Imagine if Frieza or Moro find out about this guy who isn't too far away from Earth. I think Frieza would pay tribute to him though, and kiss him. What do you think? Well, now I want to ask everyone, if you went to Zuno's palace and you could ask him any question about Dragon Ball, what would that be? He could tell us who killed Jiren's parents. He could tell us if the Grand Priest has a wife. He could tell us how Zeno became the Omni King. I have so many questions, but please share with me what you would ask in the comments below. As always, I hope everyone is having an amazing weekend, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. It really helps the channel tremendously by taking the time to do that. If you enjoy videos like this one, don't forget to check out my Deep Information and Stories playlist that goes into many different topics where I explain a lot of the unknowns in Dragon Ball. Also, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.